Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good evening to everyone. This video session I would like to explain about a new type study of one of the organism. It's given in our syllabus earthworm. Before that a small introduction and a small information of continuity. So this earthworm type study we want to learn under the structural organization of animals. So this is second unit of our 11th standard. In that second unit structural organization of plants and animals. In that unit, last unit structural organization in the animals. In that structural organization in animals, already we discussed about animal tissues. In that animal tissues, what are the different tissues are present in the animals from the earlier to highly advanced. That especially 4 type of animal tissues we see. Okay, that is the epithelial tissues and connective tissue and muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So in that way several different type of tissues we see basing on their performance, nothing but functions. Adhikaparam organ and organ systems. That is a small topic. How the evolutionary process happening time, complexity is increases because of in the first chapter and explanation time, complexity is increases in the lower organism to higher organisms. How means cell to tissue, tissue to organs, organ to organ systems, these and organ systems to organism, these and all complexity is increases. So from the primitive to complex organisms. This is about us that topic. And then type study, in that type study in our syllabus they given the earthworm and cockroach and frog. Okay, already I explained about the cockroach type study. Okay, and then earthworm, frog we want to discuss. So let me start today topic earthworm type study. So first of all some of the information about earthworm and morphology of earthworm we will be know about in this video session. Let me start today video session. Nana, see here continuation of earthworm type study. Previously we discussed about earthworm general morphology. This video also I would like to explain about general morphology but internal structure. These internal structures of earthworm, it will give some clarity about internal organs of earthworm. So let me start today video session. See here a 4 pair of spermathecal apertures. Spermathecal aperture. These 4 pairs of spermathecal apertures are present in which side? Which side? Ventral, lateral side. Before that I will tell which is the ventral side, which is the dorsal side. In the last video already I said which side dorsal blood vessel is there, that side we called as a dorsal side. I mean blood vessel. Okay, which side one black dark line is appearance on the earthworm, that line side we called as a dorsal. Okay, that opposite side we called as a ventral. Okay, so that opposite side we find by the genital pores. Male and female genital pores are existed on the ventral side. Okay, so here the same ventral side, but not midline. It is a lateral side.
that lateral side, how many sperm thecas are there? The sperm thecas, 4 pairs of sperm thecas are there. Already somewhere you heard these sperm theca word. The sperm theca word tells about it is a storage of the sperms in the female reproductive system. Okay, especially which organisms are meeting together when they are wantedly, the time one organism is taking the sperms from another organism, the fertilization will occur in the latter. For storage purpose, these sperm theca is play an important role. Storage wise, these sperm theca is play an important role. So sperm theca means reserve of the sperms. And at cockroach time also this word it is came. That time receptacular seminis, that word you remember. Why we call it the receptacular semini? Semen is receiving. So that's why we consider as a receptaculum seminis. So here instead of that one we are using the sperm theca. That sperm theca apexures are present in the 5th, 9th. If you see in that normal sperm theca structure, it has the two sac-like structures. One is a diverticulum, another one is the ampulla. This is the sperm thecal 4. So when the two earthworms are meeting together, they are attached to opposite directions to exchanging their sperms into one earthworm to another earthworm. So that time, exchanging time, that sperms are enter into the through a sperm thecal pore. Then sperms are stored in the diverticulum place. What are the substances present in this ampulla? Some of the nutrient fluid is stored in this ampulla. This nutrient food is useful to these reserved sperm cells. So that is a significance functions of diverticulum and ampulla of sperm theca. So diverticulum, storage of the sperm cells, and ampulla giving food, reserve food material. They are reserve food material stored in the ampulla place. How many sperm thecas are there? 4 pairs of sperm thecas are. That 4 sperm thecas are present in which segment? The intersegmental grooves of 5th and 6th, 7th, 8th. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Okay, that means 5 by 6, 1 sperm theca, 6 by 7, 1 more sperm theca, 7 by 8, 1 more sperm, 8 by 9, 1 more sperm theca. For your clarity, in this diagram wise, I draw. See the this is the first segment, this is second, third, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Okay, so here 5 by 6, this is the first sperm thecal pair, and then 6 by 7, second sperm theca, third sperm theca, and fourth sperm theca present in 8 by 9. Totally 4 pairs of or 8 sperm theca. The same structure I see, I drawn here. When you are free time, just to check it in internet, you will get this sperm theca full structure and arrangement. Okay, the same way what I drawn here, the same thing you got in the images. So this is presence in the internal segment grooves. Internal segment means in between of the 2 chambers, what are the septa is located, that septa. And the next one, a single female genital pore is present in the mid-ventral line of the 14th segment. In the last video also I explained about this one. I said about ventral female genital pore. It is present in the 14th segment, that too mid-ventral lines. And then some of the down, some of 3 segments down, 4 segments down, a pair of male reproductive genital pores that present in the ventrolateral side. Which segment nana? So here only one single genital pore in female and one pair of two genital pores are for male. The position also different places. 14th segment for female genital pore and 18th segment is a male genital pores. This is the two. Okay, and then here in the morphology they said about one of the important structure, that is a nephridiophores. Sir, somewhere I heard these nephron. When you heard the word is a nephron, that is nothing but a kidney excretory function. So some of the excretory function structures we find in the total body of the earthworm except some regional places. So different type of nephridophores are there, whatever it is. But here nephridias nothing but metanephridia. That means little bit developed. Pronephridias and metanephridias and nephridias nothing but kidneys. Okay. Highly advanced organisms, they are having the instead of the kidneys, instead of the nephridias, they are having the kidneys. So here each and every segment having the minute pores, that is the nephridiophores, because internally they are having the segmental nephridias, except first and last segments, except first and last segmental places, remaining all the segments are having the nephridiophores and nephridias. And then the earthworm walking style, if you observe, okay, it moving the worm-like moving. Worm-like moving means this contract and relaxation, just like some of the pests we seen in the paddy field, like that. Because of they doesn't have prompt legs. They are having some of the locomotory organs, but not directly legs. Instead of the legs, they are having a structure that is a seta. That only here I mentioned. S-shaped setas are abundant in the epidermal pits. These are useful for locomotion. So round like annuluses are there now. Because of earthworm body, totally several rings are there. So each and every rings, they are having the invisible setas are there. That invisible setas are play an important role in the for movement of cockroach body, earthworm body. Earthworm body. So that movement is given by the S-shaped seta. Half of the 2/3 of the portion of the seta is fixing in the epidermis pit. I think so. If you see in this diagram, you will get our skin structure. Our skin also, our hair, our skin also. That hair located on the skin in deeper level, in the epidermis level, with a small pit, as like a root, and is there now. Like that, this is the root. Okay, this is the free end. These free ends are useful for movement of the earthworm. So here in the morphology time, this video, sperm theca information and genital pores of male and females, in which segment it is there, and then nephridiophores, except first and last segments, all the body wise it will there, and then S-shaped setas, nothing but locomotory organs we find in these earthworm. And then directly I will enter the anatomy of earthworm. Anatomy means internal arrangement of the organs. In plant also you studied about anatomy. In that time, monocot root, dicot root, monocot stem, dicot stem. When you did that section cutting, what are the structures we find in that cortex, medulla, these parts? Maximum similar words we will found in here also. So, okay, let me start about anatomy of earthworm in that elementary canal of earthworm. So, I will explain by the diagrammatic explanation. See there, that corner, this is the elementary canal of earthworm. Elementary canal of earthworm, slightly tube-like structure. It is present in between the first and last segments between. First and last segment, except that means first segment, except first segment, second segment onwards up to last, by the mouth to up to anal pore. The alimentary canal fully developed. The thing, but they are having the mouth and then as another end it is having the anal. That alimentary canal, straight tube-like structure, is runs between the last segment, first to last segment. Then the terrestrial mouth, the terminal mouth. In the first place, terminal means first place kadanna, and the terminal mouth open into the buccal cavity. See, this mouth open into the buccal cavity. In our body also buccal cavity. That buccal cavity which leads to the good in structure, that is a pharynx. That pharynx leads to the next part, esophagus. Esophagus, after an important structure is there, that is a gizzard. That gizzard that helping in the for the purpose of the grinding. And that cockroach explanation time also I said gizzard, it is a grinding mill, that it is act as a some of olden days our grandmas are using for grains making wise, they are using like that Thiragali, rotatable structure like that. These gizzard, it is a rotatable, inside chitinous structures are there, as like our tooth. By using that they are crushing the food item, and then up to now we completed about mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx and esophagus and gizzard. See here, buccal cavity is located in the top of the mouth, is located at the top of the alimentary canal. Then that mouth leads to the buccal cavity. That buccal cavity leads to the next part, pharynx. So correct one. So segments also. Pharynx is located 3 off to 4. Then 4 places onwards, from the beginning of the 5th segment onwards, a tube-like structure is there, that is the esophagus. That esophagus leads to the next part. A ball-like structure up to, that is a gizzard. Okay, it is only present in the 8th to 9th segment. Sometimes it is maybe occupying the 8th to 9th segment. From the 9th or 10th segments onwards, a strong tube is there, that is stomach. Then that stomach leads to up to the 15th segment of the earthworm. That earthworms, from the 15th segments onwards, intestinal places are there. See, that only in our textbook also they gave the information. Muscular gizzards is there in the which segment 8 to 9, say here. And then these gizzards helping in the grinding of soil particles, decaying particles and decaying leaves, the stomach expand from 9 to 14 segment. So here 9 to 14 ekadana, here from the 14, 15, 16 segment places, what it is there, clitellum is there. The segmentational arrangement also we should be remember. And the stomach extend from the 19th to 14th, that already completed. Then a pair of Sinuna, from the gizzard onwards, stomach will start 9 to up to 14, up to 15. From the 16th onwards, intestinal will start. That intestinal also will be partitioned to the 3 different places, that I will tell. Especially in the each and every earthworm, some of the major earthworms in the 14th, 15th, 16th segments, they are having that clitellum, that is a brood pouch. They are lays the eggs in the reproductive event structures. Okay, then when you coming to the intestinal places, these intestinal places are classified into the 3, that based on the phylostyle, tylocele. These tylocele present in the inside of intestine of the earthworm. So based on the tylostele, pre-tylostele point and intestinal point and tylostele point, these 3 are major important parts in the intestinal places. So once read our NCERT textbook regarding that alimentary canal, that will give the proper clarity. One more time I am telling about the alimentary canal of earthworm. Here the first segment having the mouth, that mouth will be leads to the next part, buccal cavity. The buccal cavity up to third, then and from the 4th and 3rd segmented middle position onwards up to 4th segment end, pharynx is there. Then that will be next one, esophagus. Pharynx leads to esophagus. That esophagus started from the 5th to 7th, and then next in the 8th segment a ball like structure is there, that is a gizzard. These gizzard act as a grinding mill. Then from the 9th segment to up to 15th segment, there is a different structure. That different mean it is a muscular structure. It seems like our stomach. And then 15th onwards, a tube-like structure will be reached up to end of the anal pore of earthworm. That is we call the intestine. That intestine distinguished in the 3 different regions. One is hypostellar point, and then intestine, normal intestine, and then typhlosolar part. Okay, because of internally in the small intestine, the hair like structures we call the typhlosole. So this place onwards, from the here up to last 28th segment onwards, typhlophores hair like structures are there. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ there is no such a type of structure. So typhosole is a major. In the same place in our textbook they gave lymph glands. These lymph glands are useful for lymphatic system. Okay, one more time I will be explain about these digestive system of alimentary canal or alimentary canal of earthworm up to that weight.